I'm Danny, this is Asher. We're two Kiwis who, after 5 years living in London, bought a sailboat called Bacchus and set off on an adventure to sail home to New Zealand. We sailed the south coast of England, the Atlantic coast of France, Spain and Portugal, the Canary Islands, and then all 19 days across the Atlantic Ocean to the paradise of Barbados. After 3 months in the Caribbean, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Martinique and Grenada, we found ourselves a little stuck. There was a global pandemic going on. We spent 41 days wondering what to do in Curacao and have now arrived in Panama. We're not sure what our plan is next, but we do know we are sailing back us home. Follow us on our adventure.
So we arrived last night here at Shelter Bay, at the entrance to the Panama Canal, and first thing on the list this morning while we're in quarantine is to send me up the mast so I can check the rig. After a long passage like that, I think it's sensible to go up and just make sure that nothing's chafed through or worn. I've already found one problem with the main halyard, which is quite badly chafed again. So there's obviously a problem at the top of the mast somewhere that's giving my halyard some grief. So try and figure that out and just make sure that everything's looking all right up there. What's in the galley tonight?
Oh, I've been thinking a lot about home. So, I wanted a steak and cheese pie, but we didn't have any steak and it didn't have any pastry, but we've made a bean and cheese pie anyway.
Nice.
It looks okay.
Stuff. It's a really hard life in lockdown. We've mostly just been eating and reading books. And yeah, about it really. It's great. Torrential rain coming down in Panama. Can't even see the other side of the harbour now.
Some dolphins in the anchorage this morning. There they are.
Oh, hey dolphins.
Hey guys.
Had some dolphins come into the anchorage here at Shelter Bay, and we had a little baby and its mother cruising around the boat, which was really special. And I put the drone up in the air so we could see them from above, and they were cruising around, and then a third dolphin showed up, much bigger, and at first we just thought it was playing, but then it started to look, from the air at least, like it was being quite aggressive towards the baby. It was trying to sort of flick it out of the water and get on top of it. And so I've just had a look on Google, and apparently attacks by males on baby dolphins is something that's been observed before. They're not entirely sure why they do it, but sometimes they do. So I think that's what we saw. So it's a little bit distressing actually. I hope the little baby dolphin survived. The 3 of them headed off towards the breakwater. So I hope the male leaves them alone. But yeah.
Been a little bit too scared to swim here because the rumour of the crocodiles, but it's so sticky and hot today. And after we had the dolphins visit this morning, Ash has decided to jump in. How is it?
It's so warm, it's almost not refreshing.
Oh no!
It's kind of like that, like a bath that you've left to get a little bit cold temperature. Oh, but it's a little bit cooler than being outside.
No crockies?
Not yet. No.
There's all of our ship friends.
We're having dinner by lamplight tonight. We've got the sound of approaching thunder on the horizon as a tropical storm bears down on us. It's all exciting stuff here in Panama.
Would you like a drink?
Oh, I would please. Wow, that is a bit great. Hardly see the ships over there. I'm getting used to quarantine, I think. I don't really mind this at all now.
You just told me that you want to stay here for longer.
Yeah, we could stay out here for a few more days. This is nice. Getting quite used to just sitting around and reading books and not doing too much and waiting until 5 o'clock and then having a run.
We haven't been doing much videoing actually, so what have we been doing?
We have been... we've been doing a little bit of research and planning on a house that we would like to build when we get back to New Zealand. So that's been really fun.
Yeah, it's been a nice distraction.
Looking at different plans and designs and things online, and I've been trying to sketch a few things that I like. Wishing I paid more attention in graphic design class when I was at school. Done a couple of jobs on the boat.
We've done like the shitty end of the job list, haven't we? The stuff that we kind of had been putting off for ages.
Yeah, I gave the toilet a bit of a service the other day.
Speaking of shitty end,
yeah,
you did do that, yeah.
It's a shitty job that needs to be done. We've been scrubbing Waka Waka, trying to get her clean again after that dirty water at Curacao. It's stained her underside.
We've done a lot of baking and cooking.
Yeah, we've been eating really well.
I attempted to fish off the back of the boat.
Did some fishing, unsuccessful.
Didn't catch anything as per.
Yeah, it's been
Pretty
good.
much. Yeah, quarantine life is pretty slow.
Yeah,
It's not bad though.
it's bloody comfortable. I mean, the heat can be tough. I'm saying this now because today's a little bit cooler than usual. Yesterday I wouldn't have been this chipper because I was drowning in my own sweat. But on days like this, when it's just a little bit cooler and there's a bit of a breeze, it's quite pleasant.
What else was I going to say? Oh, we made it into the New Zealand news.
Oh yeah, we did. We were in the newspaper. That was kind of cool. That's another job we did. We spoke to, well, not a job, but...
well, we spoke to a reporter, didn't we?
We spoke to a reporter, so that was really nice.
He was a bit over the top, bit dramatic about our experience, but hey-ho, it's still...
No, it's a good story.
It's still a good story,
I think he wrote a good story.
We also got onto the Sky News Breakfast Show.
Good morning. We're really well, thanks.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good evening where you are. You had plans to sail all the way to New Zealand and then the virus happened. What difference has it made to your plan?
Well, it's sort of thrown everything up in the air, to be honest. The ports around us are mostly closed.
Yeah.
Not a lot going on. Asher and I are now sleeping in separate beds.
Yeah.
We've fast forwarded our relationship about 40 years.
Yeah.
It's just too sticky
It's too hot.
to sleep together.
Danny's in the front cabin, I'm in the aft cabin, and with no clothes on and no sheet and a fan on me, I can just get to sleep at night. But that's the only way it can happen.
So we meet up for a coffee date at 7:30 in the morning and catch up on the night's events.
Yeah.
Yeah. Asher, what are you cooking?
Fried rice.
Fried rice.
Fried rice with leftover veggies and whatever else I could find in the fridge. I've never actually cooked fried rice before, so we're going to see how it goes.
And what did we find out today that was news for us?
So today we got told by the Marina manager here at Shelter Bay, who's been sort of our contact with the authorities, that he had flipped a coin with some of our other friends that are already in the marina, and as a result of that coin flip, they've decided to take 2 days off our quarantine period and move us into the marina early. So I don't know whether that's how all legal decisions get made in Panama or just the decision with regard to our quarantine, but we're not complaining. So tomorrow we're actually going into the marina, which was really cool, and 2 days earlier than we thought. So
today was our last day
today was our last
in
day.
the anchorage,
Yeah.
which is a bit sad because we've started to like it here. So yeah, the time has come. We are finished our quarantine.
We can take down that little yellow flag
Yeah.
and head into the marina.
So we're going to go on land finally after, I don't know, it's been about 3 weeks.
Yeah, same as the Atlantic crossing really. Maybe a little bit, no, about the same.
About the same. But we're pretty excited. We're going to go and try and find the sloth
Yeah.
in the
toucan.
in the jungle, and the toucans, and just be nice to have a shower and
Yeah.
be back on solid ground.
Shower will be great. Yeah.
So let's hope we remember how to get into a marina, because it's been quite a few months actually since we
time.
were last in a marina.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go. Asha, I can hear like a crackling noise.
Okay, we need to,
What do we need to do?
yeah, we need to stop.
Right.
So we're just going to drift for a little bit. Yeah. That's it. Shut it down.
Okay, so we're going to get far. Good to turn the engine off, and we're just drifting out here in Anchorage now. I'm not sure what's happened, but the engine started crackling, and Ashley's looking at it now, but it wasn't good.
Alright. Engine will still work. I packed some, we're short on storage on Bacchus, and so I pack some spare parts around down in the engine box here, and they're normally safely packed away, but they've been moved by me while we were at anchor not using the engine, and I forgot to repack them, and so one of them ended up going into the fan belt, so the fan belt's just tried to pull that box to pieces.
Crap.
But that's alright, I think the engine's fine.
Okay, and there's nothing still in the fan belt?
No, nothing now. Yeah, you can restart.
Woo! Not the best start. Try that again. How does it feel to be back on land, Asher?
It's pretty nice.
Pretty good?
It's pretty nice.
You don't have wobbly sea legs?
I'm okay this time. Not as drunk as I looked when we finished the Atlantic.
Yeah, I'm okay too actually. Maybe it was because the last few days in the anchorage has been pretty flat.
Yeah. No, it's nice to be ashore. It feels a bit more humid and a little bit hotter than it was out at the anchorage, which will be challenging. But it's lovely to be able to walk around on solid ground again. Really nice.
Yeah, it's just so nice to be able to stretch our legs, get rid of all the rubbish that was on the boat, talk to some other people. What's your problem?
It's so hot. I'm just melting. I can't find anywhere where I'm not just dripping with sweat.
Yeah, even with the fans on below,
It's
just
too
too
hot.
down there.
It's too hot. Yeah, I was Googling how much it would cost and the logistics to get an air conditioner delivered here from the US to us in Panama.
We've just fallen on our feet in this marina, haven't we?
Oh, this is so cool.
Just got this jungle in the backyard.
So the whole of Panama is on lockdown, but because we're at this marina and it's a combination of private land and then the national park, the marina management have negotiated a deal with the government where if you're here in the marina and you've done your quarantine and you don't leave the marina estate, you're free just to come and go as you please and walk around and do things, and it's really fantastic. So while other people are confined to their boats in an anchorage, we can come and explore this really cool rainforest. And it's proper rainforest as well. I don't think I've been in a jungle like this before. It's amazing. Really tall trees, and there's monkeys and there's sloths and there's toucans, and we're hoping to spot some of them. Oh, these bugs are bad.
Yeah.
This is all part of the old US Army base that was here. I think they had their jungle warfare school here for a long time. I think this was where a lot of the soldiers trained before they went to Vietnam.
You guys see in the dark, looking up, you guys.
Yeah.
His pincers are huge.
It's a bit spooky how you can hear the noises inside.
Really spooky. It's really buggy.
Super buggy. There's like big bees or flies nests all over the place. Oh.
Those howler monkeys, eh?
Oh, man, they're so scary. They sound like a monster or a bear or something. It's really wild.
Another day at arts and crafts. What's going on in here, Rachel?
Oh, we've got so much mud and seaweed in the anchor locker. Just emptied it out, and now I'm just trying to clean it all. Get rid of it all. Smells like a fishing boat.
Yeah. Oh. We're off to a beach party. Ash is mixing up our drink.
Yeah.
Here we go there, Asher.
A bit of rum and juice, the finest.
Yes. Yep, so everyone in the Marina's invited. We've got to go for about a 15-minute walk through the jungle.
We've got to dodge the Coast Guard because it's an illegal party, which is quite exciting. So we're all supposed to be not doing things like parties.
The thing about Shelter Bay Marina is that everyone inside had completed a 14-day quarantine and a health check before entering. No one was allowed out or in, so while it was illegal to socialise in Panama, we felt very safe around our Marina friends and just considered it a really large bubble in the middle of the jungle. We made sure we had the party on a hidden beach though, just so we couldn't get caught. We just got some pretty disheartening news that Colombia has decided to follow Argentina's suit and have closed or shut off all international flights until the end of August. So we're sort of just assuming that that is boats as well at this point, which is a real pain because that's, you know, a couple of months away, and kind of puts a bit of a dampener on our preferred plan. We could still stay on this side of the Panama Canal, but Colombia was one of our main options. So if San Blas Islands or Bacchus don't open up, then we will really be stuck here in Shelter Bay for a very, very long time, and that's not very appealing either. What do you think, Asher?
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating. Between now and August, a lot can change, but we may well just be stuck here in Shelter Bay, and the idea of doing 8 weeks here in the humidity with the mosquitoes and not really being able to access much of a town isn't very appealing. At the same time, the idea of a straight bomb across the Pacific to New Zealand is not appealing either. So yeah, rocks and hard places.
Join us on our next episode as we settle into our new life in Shelter Bay. We have a test run going through the canal, and we finally decide on a plan for the next 6 months. If you're keen to get behind the production of these videos, check out our Patreon page.